It is a stupid question. There's no question about that. Going through all the capsules last night, seeing all these mascots before me, and as has been a noted complaint on this show before, very tired of the predictable, boring, classic mascots. Your tigers.
Would you like some statistics?
Your bulldogs. Do you have some?
I do. 230 different mascots in the state.
Okay.
There are 230 different mascots. The most frequent?
Wildcats. No?
Wildcats is 7th, believe it or not.
Wow. Tigers.
Tigers is 3rd.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs is 2nd. You got it surrounded.
Wow. I don't know what the obvious one. And I'm going to hit Eagles. Eagles, of course.
The top 10 go Eagles, Bulldogs, Tigers, Panthers, Lions, Mustangs, Wildcats, Cougars, Warriors, and Indians.
Warriors sneaking in there.
Well, the thing about Warriors, I will tell you, since I spent 9 hours laying out private school pages last night.
A lot of Warriors there.
A lot. The default mascots for private schools are Warriors, Crusaders,
yeah,
and like Lions. Those are
Knights.
A lot of Knights.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are they're big time players in the private school ranks, and I'm always struck by that whenever I go through. I'm like, oh yeah, there are a lot of Crusaders. And then but the private schools also gives us some of the cool ones. I sent you last night. Westlake Academy is the Blacksmiths. Which
that's great.
Nearly enough.
That's great.
Love. Of course, San Antonio Central Catholic is the Buttons.
Yes.
Which is not the button, but in fact it's the baby rattlesnake.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know.
That's all right. You set the stage.
Good for me.
So, here's my theoretical to you.
Okay.
You can take every eagle in the state, or tiger, whichever one annoys you the most, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every one of those teams will no longer be called the Eagles, or the Tigers, or whoever. But you have to replace them all with the same mascot.
Okay.
So if there are 200 Eagles in the state, they will all become the whatevers. Yeah. What do you choose and why?
It's a good question. So there is one mascot. There's a number of mascots, but there's one mascot in the state that has annoyed me for years.
Was it on the list we previously mentioned?
No.
No, okay.
But I'm talking one school.
One school.
School.
One specific school.
And so I'm willing to hurt, apparently there are 22 others, but I'm willing to hurt those other 22 others to fix this egregious mistake.
Can I take a guess as to which school you're referring to?
What school am I referring to?
Marlin.
I am not.
Oh!
No, Marlin is not the Bulldogs. I'm not going to hurt 90 different Bulldogs. Okay. That's
okay.
Because I want to pick my spot where I fix something that is of a personal grievance to me, but I also don't want to go full scorched earth. You know what I mean? Like if I don't want to take a flamethrower to a single ant. You know.
Right.
So the mascot that annoys me more in the state of Texas annoys me more than anything is Kermit.
Yeah.
Kermit is where's Kermit, Texas? I've driven through it. It's all just kind of it's
all blurring together at this point.
Kermit is okay. So I want you to picture the state of Texas, right?
Yes.
And then I'll do it backwards. So here is New Mexico and here's Texas, right?
Yes.
Kermit's like right here.
Right on the edge.
Well, yeah, it's right on the whatever I did.
Way out west.
Way out
west.
So it's right there, just north of Wink. If you know where Monahans is, north of Monahans, or if you're looking for the biggest city, it's probably about 100 miles west of Odessa. So Kermit, beautiful town, all that fun stuff. They were given this beautiful gift.
Right.
They are named Kermit.
Yeah.
Okay. They are named Kermit. That is amazing. Good job. Now, you have a fast break. Just lay it in. They should, of course, be...
The frogs.
The frogs. They should, of course, be the frogs.
Of course.
The
and there are other frogs in the state, so they have no excuse.
There are other frogs. Instead, they are the yellow jackets. And so, there are 22 other yellow jackets, including big-time Alto, Denison, Ed Calgelso,
Mineola.
And that's, I'll tell you, that's the big loss in this one would be like Ed Calchelsa, because they have a nickname to their mascot. They're the Yellow Jackets, and they're also La Máquina Amarilla, the Yellow Machine.
That's pretty awesome.
Mineola, Rockwall, Stephenville, you'd have to change them all. But you know what? I'm willing to do it. Congratulations, Stephenville Frogs. If you don't like it, you can blame Kermit. That's where I'm at.
The Stephenville Frogs. Mineola Frogs.
The Ferris Frogs. How great is that?
Yeah. No, I can appreciate this because it's something about alliteration or just the way certain things sound, right? And I think the way some words sound are just funnier to me. I would get rid of the Eagles. If you are an Eagle, you are no longer an Eagle. Because I have been an Eagle once in my life. In college, I was an Eagle. It's so stupid. Everyone's an Eagle, and very few of them.
It's just very American, right?
Right.
You know,
we've talked about this before. Like Argyle missed an opportunity. At the very least, there should be an Argyle pattern in all of their things, right?
Correct.
But they're the Eagles, which whatever. I'm tired of the Eagles. And you are either going to be, you're all going to be Badgers or Weasels.
You know, one thing I've always thought is super underrated. A mascot that doesn't get enough love.
Yeah.
Is the foxes.
Foxes. That's
Fox
true.
is
I noticed that last night.
A fox is because they've got
Caddo Mills.
Yeah, Caddo Mills and El Paso Jefferson. Although El Paso Jefferson's technically the silver foxes, but
still,
I've always thought if you're looking for something unique, here is a mascot that there are only two of.
Right.
In the state.
Amazing.
There's only two. It's easily made into like a anthropomorphic, whatever that word is, mascot, right?
You can do lots of cool stuff with the helmets.
It is fierce.
Yes.
It
is clever, wily.
Yes, it's wily, it's fast.
Yes.
You wouldn't screw with a fox.
No.
Like I don't have an opinion on whether or not I would screw with an eagle. Like I've never. They're just there.
It seems very unlikely that the scenario would unfold in any way possible.
Foxes was always one of the ones that I was like, all right, that's kind of weird. Also, there's two. I realized this last night. There's two Fighting Irishes. We talked to the coach of one of them, Shamrock. Right. El Paso Cathedral is also the Fighting Irish, which I was like, okay, cool. Using a different mascot in that.
I would like to
Shamrock's a perfect example. All I ask is that if you're given a gift, you say thank you very much,
right,
and you just don't screw it up.
I would like to see the census records and police records in those towns to see how many people have been arrested for fighting that also have an Irish last name. I think the number is probably pretty small in both.
A lot of O'Neills.
Don't feel like there's a lot in Shamrock and in El Paso. Just my 2 cents.
A lot of McEwens.
So, again, maybe they should be the Badgers, too. I just like saying Badgers. My dad, I get it from my dad. My dad loved Weasels many, many different times in our life. Weasels is just fun to say. And the thought of a weasel is hilarious.
Weasels strike me as very kind of like foxes. They're wily. You wouldn't screw with one. I don't know. I like it. So, good question, Max.
I try.
Way to carry us through this show.